Bonjour Year 9, welcome to lesson 13 of the summer term, and today you are studying la nourriture, which is food. Enjoy! Here's a list of the equipment you need for today's lesson, so pause if you need to get any of that ready now. Please remember to email me if you have any questions about the activities in today's lesson or if you want to receive an achievement point. Thank you all the students who sent me in their work from last lesson. You should have your feedback by now on that and your achievement points. And as always, I have nominated 5 students to send in the work at the end of today's lesson. I really look forward to seeing your work and the great accuracy I've seen and the fantastic quality of your French and the progress you're making. So thank you very much, and please continue to do so. Please copy down the date in French, mercredi 20 mai, and the title, Je mange du poulet, I eat chicken, and the objective, to write about what you eat or drink. Pause to do that now. Here's your do now activity, and I would like you to translate the following sentences into French. Write the English first, and then the French. Pause to do that now. Okay, so here are the answers. I watched horror films. J'ai regardé des films d'horreur. It's really important that you've got the j'ai, the J apostrophe AI, and then the regarder, ending in E accent at the end to get the past tense correct there. So particularly if you have got that correct, well done. Numéro 2. I am going to watch horror films. Je vais regarder des films d'horreur. Okay, really important to have je vais plus the infinitive, regarder with the ER ending on there. 3. I watch horror films. Je regarde des films d'horreur. Make sure you don't have any accent on regarde there. It's the present tense, so it does not have an accent on there. 4. I like horror films. J'aime les films d'horreur. It's really important that you have les after j'aime when you express an opinion and feeling. In a verb, you have to use les or le or la or L apostrophe after it. But because horror films is plural, you're going to say j'aime les films d'horreur. Now I'm going to pass you on to Mr Bolis. He's going to teach the rest of the lesson. I hope you enjoy it. And then I will come back to you at the end of the lesson and tell you who's been nominated. Bon courage. Au revoir.
So, if you remember, we are learning about food. I'm now going to read you some phrases in French. Can you repeat them after me? Je mange du poulet. Je mange du fromage. Je bois du lait. Je bois de l'eau. Je mange de la confiture. Je mange de la viande. Je mange des œufs. Je mange des pommes. Je mange des fraises. Good work, good pronunciation, and well done to the people that rewinded a bit when they made pronunciation mistake and tried it again. I really appreciate that. Before we move on, who can tell me why you sometimes have du after je mange ou je bois, or de l'apostrophe, or de la, or des? Yes, you're right. It depends on the item of food that follows. So if the item of food is masculine, what word do you put after je mange or je bois? Du, yes, you're right. If the item of food starts with a vowel, what do you put after je mange or je bois? De, well, de and then L apostrophe. There you, yes, you're right. If the item of food is feminine, what do you put after je mange or je bois? De la, yes, you're right. And if the item of food is plural? De, fantastic. So, for our first activity, I want you to write down the French in your exercise book and match it up with the English. That is now on your screen. You can now press pause and press play when you're ready to see the correction. Okay, with the correction, there is nothing really amazing there. It's pretty straightforward. One thing I would like to say is that please note that in French, you say je mange and then something and the item of food. Now something there is either you do de l'apostrophe, de la or des, but in English, you've got nothing after I eat or drink. You've got straight the item of food. And that's the main difference between English and French and the kind of mistake that students often make. So bear that in mind. That's the same rule as we saw when we did je fais, du or de la and then the sport. So refer to that rule if you're not sure. Let's continue. For activity 2, I want you to learn that vocabulary by doing a Quizlet. So make sure that you click on the link provided on ClassChart and you complete the learn, write and spell activity before doing the test and sending me or your teacher a screenshot of your score. You can now press pause and press play when you're ready to continue with the lesson. For our next activity, we're going to look at the sentence builder on your screen. So let's have a look at it in a bit more details. First column, you've got time phrases. I only picked two, d'habitude, en général, but you could have added, of course, parfois, de temps en temps, le lundi, le mardi, le dimanche, just, like all the time phrases we've been learning in our previous lesson. In the second column, you've got different meals of the day. So can you repeat after me? Pour le petit déjeuner, pour le déjeuner, pour le goûter, pour le dîner. Good work. In the third column, you've got 3 different verbs. Je mange or on mange. So if you want to say I eat or we eat. Je prends, on prend. So literally it means I take, like je prends le bus. But in English, if you're talking about food, you'd say I have. And the last one, je bois or on boit for whatever you want to drink. And the last column, you've got the items of food we were talking about earlier, as well as some more. Okay, now I'm going to read to you about 7 sentences, and what I want you to do is to write them down in your exercise book. Numéro 1. D'habitude, pour le petit déjeuner, je mange du pain avec du beurre. Yes, I know I'm cheating a bit there. Avec is not on the screen in front of you, but I'm sure you know how to spell it. Numéro 2. En général, pour le déjeuner, je prends du poulet. Numéro 3. D'habitude, pour le goûter, je mange du pain avec de la confiture. Numéro 4. En général, pour le dîner, je mange de la viande. Okay, next I'm going to read you the sentences in English. Can you write them down in French in your exercise book, please? Numéro 5. Usually, for breakfast, I drink milk. Numéro 6. Generally, for lunch, I eat cheese. Numéro 7. Usually, for dinner, I drink water. Well done, Year 9. So let's see what you need to write for your 7 sentences. You can now press pause, double check that you've got the same sentences as you can see on your screen, and then press play when you're ready for your next activity. For your next activity, I want you to write 5 sentences in your exercise book of your choice and translate them into English. So try to think about what you normally eat for breakfast, lunch, dinner, as a snack. You can now press pause and press play when you're ready for your next activity. For your next activity, I'm going to ask you to match up the beginning of each sentence with its correct ending. Now you need to copy both parts in your exercise book. So I'm sure you can see numbers 1 to 5 there. They need to be matched with A, B, C, D or E, but not the numbers of the letter, the whole sentence. You can now press pause and press play when you're ready to continue. Well done for matching them up. Now what I want you to do, I want you to translate those sentences into English. Now, you may be a bit stuck with some phrases, although I'm sure you can work out what they mean, but if you're really stuck, just use wordreference.com. You can now press pause and press play when you're ready for your next activity. So let's say the correction. Numéro 1 was usually for breakfast, I eat cereals and I drink coffee. And the right ending there was, of course, je mange des céréales et je bois du café. Numéro 2. The only thing that could fit was du pain grillé avec de la confiture ou du miel. And that means sometimes I eat toast with jam or honey. This is the next sentence you need to write. After mon plat préféré, you had to put c'est. So mon plat préféré, of course, is my favorite dish. And that was going at midday or for lunch. I eat at the canteen. My favorite dish is burger with wing beans. Number 4, you needed to mention fruits, une pêche, une poire ou une banane. And that means, of course, I eat a fruit, a peach, a pear or a banana. And the last one, on prend de la soupe de crudité was what you needed to write. And that's, of course, in the evening. I have dinner with my family. We have soup of crudité. If you don't know what crudité are, it's just basically a mix of cold vegetables like carrot or celeriac or stuff like that. Well done.
Great work today, Year 9. Really well done. Could the following students please send me a picture of their work? Nick, Finley, Amy, Jess and Amy. I'd be delighted to see that. That would be fantastic. Anybody else who wants to send in their work, I would love to see it as well. Merci, au revoir.